Okay, so today's channel message, revolves or is revolving around, oddly enough, self-worth. I feel like that's the easiest way to kind of sum it up. But basically, I was channeling this energy of not putting any more action. I was getting action steps. So not taking any more action steps towards a particular thing. Now I say thing because, I'm going to sum it up as a relationship, because that can be platonic, romantic, or workplace. So we're going to just sum it up that way. But essentially the message that I was picking up on was Spirit wanting you to take the time and reflect on or acknowledge the headspace that a certain connection or relationship puts you in. I feel like a lot of y'all may already be aware of this. Like, it's that this place is draining you. This place or this connection is not only was it draining you, but it was also or is also putting you in a bad headspace. So that's why they're saying, like, because I feel like some of y'all are conflicted. Y'all back and forth, like, okay, should I stay or should I go? But the reasons that you're considering staying does not outweigh the reasons that you need to be considering going, if that makes sense. So essentially, I feel like some of the reasons that y'all may be considering staying in this job, in this contract, in this relationship or connection is because of the time and the energy that was invested, which is understandable, right? But that means it's no longer about serving a purpose, and that's the whole thing. When you first started this, it was supposed to be it was supposed to serve a higher purpose. There was a motivation and a passion behind it, and slowly but surely it turned into you just trying to keep this job or this position or this connection or this relationship. I feel like this started like really high and ended really low. Like, I just seen a lot of mental anguish, a lot of overthinking, a lot of back and forth, a lot of cloudiness. Like, there was no clarity on which direction to take. But again, that's because it's just like, well, I invested all this time, all this money, all this effort, not wanting to see anybody else get what it is that you feel like you've worked for, or not wanting to feel like that time has went down the drain, like it was all for nothing. Essentially, you're trying to avoid feeling disappointed or feeling like it was all for nothing. But it's like, essentially, if you choose to stay in this connection, in this job, in this relationship for the sake of time and energy invested, but every day you miserable, you unhappy, you angry, you sad, or any of these things, then what is it really costing you? What is it really worth? Is essentially the question you need to be asking yourself. Also, because the Queen of Wands came out like 4 times today, like on separate occasions. So I'm like, okay, clearly she got something to say. Clearly she's trying to get a message across. But I feel like essentially, because she just kept showing up. But I felt like that was a message within itself, because Spirit wants you to keep showing up for yourself. Keep showing up for yourself. And that sounds simple, but sometimes it cannot be that simple. Sometimes that can really be complicated, to keep speaking up for yourself, to keep demanding the best for yourself, to keep feeling like you being put in positions where you have to choose between what you know you deserve and what's being offered to you. But regardless of all of that, Spirit wants you to keep showing up, keep demanding the best, keep expecting the best, and nothing less, really. Because essentially what will happen if you don't is, not only will you be settling, but what I put here, you'll be experiencing burnout. It's gonna burn you out. It's gonna empty you. It's gonna drain you. Like the parasite that it is. It's gonna suck the life force from you. But that's because that's only if you choose to continue giving and allowing this parasite to live off of you. Because what'll happen is if you don't, then like I said, you'll be experiencing burnout. But also it becomes about, now it's about obsession. Now it's not even about the job. Now it's not about the relationship. Now it's not about none of the things that actually matter. It's about the obsession. Also, in the tarot community, we call these tower moments. But essentially, these tower moments, what they do is they come in and they shake shit up and they get rid of everything that was not stable, could not last, or could not go where you were going, or was not serving you a purpose, right? And so essentially, when these things are happening, Spirit wants you to make a decision with the understanding that these things are happening to clear the way for your manifestations to come in. So these, even though they may have appeared a certain type of way at one point in time, or may have even been a certain type of way at one point in time, either way, at this point in time, you've outgrown it. And Spirit wants you to clear the way and make a decision so that new opportunities, new growth, new connections, new relationships can come in. What's so deep about these new opportunities, I'm gonna just sum it up that way, is the fact that where you're going, the people and opportunities that are waiting for you there were looking for someone just like you. Not who you were pretending to be, not who you felt like you needed to show up as, but just you in your rawest, authentic, most genuine form. Is what they were looking for. It's what they needed. Whereas when you're in this other connection or job or relationship, you felt like you needed to prove yourself. In this connection, job, relationship, everything happens naturally. You just being you pulls in and presents all of these opportunities. I was also picking up on proposals, marriage, love confessions, even workplace romance. I was also picking up on someone may choose to leave a job, find another job that not only is a better place for them mentally and emotionally, but they may mess around and actually find a romantic partner somewhere in that process. Like it was a trickle effect. Like you make a decision in one area, but it positively impacts all of the other areas in your life. And I was also picking up somebody who is scared of rejection, but I was picking up on that in two different ways. Someone who wants to make a love confession or express themselves to you, but is afraid of being rejected. And someone who wants to apply for a job or go after a certain opportunity, but is afraid that they will be rejected. But either way, Spirit wants you to show up. But before my time ends, the oracle cards that I pulled, Free Spirit. And this one said, give yourself the space and freedom to express your creativity, which you'll be able to do in this new opportunity, in this new space, in this new connection. Take the leap of faith, that speaks for itself. So it's pretty spot on. And then before I started recording, I looked at the bottom of the deck. And it says to let go of the things no longer serving you. So of course that blew me, but it's confirmation. So let these things go with the understanding that they are making way for the things that not only you deserve, but have really worked your ass off for.